Jess,
Lauren,
aka Piggy from Bitches Get Riches,
aka Kitty from Bitches Get Riches.
Yes, the amazing blog and podcast where we help people with early to mid-career transition and developing adulting skills and especially getting your personal finances in control. How are you?
I am good, and I am ready to help our readers/listeners of all ages to deal with getting their lives together, getting their shit in order, if you will.
Yes. And I think if there is one topic that you and I have had more people requesting than any other, please, can you do more writing about this, is managing burnout.
Yes, burnout.
I think that burnout is an extraordinarily underreported and not yet fully understood phenomenon that can cause real harm and damage to people throughout their lives. And because we haven't really researched it as deeply and talked about it as much, I think a lot of people are prone to shrugging it off and just saying oh yeah, this is what it's like to be an adult. Sure does suck. And it's no.
There's a better way.
Just because you're an adult, or just because you have a job, or just because you're a caregiver, or whatever the source of your burnout is, it doesn't mean that you have to be in a state of constant low-grade physical and mental strain and panic.
Exactly. And whether that source of low-grade panic and anguish is coming from your career or from taking care of others or from school or my personal favorite, living a life of a debauched libertine such as myself, that burnout is valid and there are solutions, and we should probably talk about what those solutions aren't right off the bat.
Yes. Are we going to tell people to take one yoga class per week and they will be cured?
As I famously hate yoga, no.
Are we going to tell people to download this app that bugs you to meditate for 5 minutes every day and then consider them cured?
Sure, nope.
Oh my God, those are the only two solutions. Everything I've seen online tells me those are the only two solutions. So I don't know how we're going to fill this time.
Bitches out, course over.
Bye. Okay, but so seriously, we are very frustrated to see these repetitive, unimaginative individual solutions for what is fundamentally a systemic problem. We are really tired of burnout not being given the same kind of legitimacy as other chronic stress-related conditions. And so we are going to try to help you today with building an understanding of what burnout is, of what's happening inside of your body. And when you understand that, then you can figure out the best way to move forward and treat and hopefully move on and heal from that situation. We're going to be talking mainly about burnout as a source of stress that's coming from your job. But this really does apply, I think, across many different environmental situations, like caregiving, like going to school. That could also be a source of burnout. So, just kind of as you're listening, if we're talking a lot about jobs, just make that mental swap to whatever your personal situation is. And I think you'll find it
broadly applicable. And over all of these levels, just know that we are not in the get a straw and suck it up camp of solving burnout. There will be no sucking it up. We actually have some practical, actionable advice. We did a ton of research, a shit ton of research for this. Many books were read. Many articles were perused. Notes were taken. Guys, notes were taken.
We went all out. And let me tell you, just a little spoiler, if you decide to move on from this workshop into consuming more about managing burnout, it is inherently stressful. I found that my blood pressure was higher when I was just reading books where people were talking about toxic workplaces, and I was like, this alone is stressful. Of course, this is difficult for people to pursue on their own.
Yeah.
This is luckily I'm being paid to do this, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
distill all of the best information down for you now.
Yeah, well, let's distill it for the people, if you will.
For the masses.
For the masses. The masses, Bitch Nation, of course.
Let's get started.
Yeah.